Hey guys, hey, so I've been gone for a little while, so I wanted to let you guys know first before we get started in this video where I've been. Um, I got tied up in some sports things. Of course, my son, who's has multiple YouTube accounts on here, as a lot of you know, but tied up with a little bit of football with him, and of course he's in his senior year, so that whole deal's been a little bit busy, so I've been missing. I also coach youth sports for the fun of it, for the community, for the kids. I'm also the treasurer of our youth sports league here in town. So just been busy with that stuff, and then of course just life in general and work is just super busy. So been a little tied up. Had a few healthcare issues over the last year, so been dealing with some of that, you know, from my normal back issue that some of you know about from my sleep number bed video to just a month ago I was in the hospital with a pinched nerve in my neck, and I've been doing therapy, still have some nerve issues and a lot of pain. So been dealing with some of that stuff, but anyway, here we go. I'm going to try to start doing a video once to twice a week again, review videos, and just some fun videos. So we're up and going again. Sorry for being missing. I'm going to do a video today on the Roku. There's obviously different versions of Roku. I bought this version. This version's the Roku 3. I've had it for about a year and a half. I did not want to do a review on it right away until I had some time on it. To where I could give you guys a sort of a true review, because I've used it for a year and a half. So anyhow, I think I bought this one at Walmart. It was under $100. One of my favorite things about the Roku is the remote, and here's why. The remote comes with earplugs. My wife loves that. I have a tendency to stay up at night, watch TV while everybody's sleeping. It's a way for me to relax, and I usually don't sleep a ton anyhow with the back and neck pain, especially recently. So I tend to stay up at night. It's relaxing to me. The TV shows and the movies relax me. So traditionally I was like everyone else, you know. I belong to one of the satellite providers, and I've had all the movie channels and paid this enormous amount every month, and you know, and your options are limited to what, you know, HBO or Cinemax or people like that decide to play. And a lot of it was repeat over and over and over, you know, the same movies. So anyhow, but one of my favorite things is this. Use it every night, can watch my shows, and it doesn't bother my wife, and she loves it. The other thing I notice is when you watch TV with earplugs in, man, I'm telling you what, I had no idea I was missing that much good sound. It's amazing. It is amazing the things that you hear with headsets in. So I almost prefer to watch it with headsets in. So one thing I did do is, even though these headsets that come with your Roku are very comfortable, they're very good, you can also plug in any headset. I use my Apple headset more than I do the Roku headset, only because I'm used to it. There's nothing wrong with the headset that Roku gives you. It's good. It's good quality, sounds good, and it's comfortable. My ears are just used to these, okay, because I obviously use these for other things. So you have that option. You can do either. The remote control is simple. There's not a lot of buttons. It's pretty basic. Back, forward, home page. Pretty easy to use. And then you have your other buttons for the games that are on Roku that you can get. So pretty straightforward. I like that. Comes with a little strap in case you're playing the game, so you don't chuck the remote through your television. Not that I would. Probably would. So let's take a look at the Roku unit itself. So this is the Roku unit. As you can see, it's fairly small. Actually, I don't know, we're fairly small. It is small. I mean, there's my hand. And then, so, you know, it fits basically in the palm of my hand. I have big hands, but has a USB on the side. Of course, then you got your HDMI on the back side and your power plug. And here's something we'll talk about in a minute. You also have a small reset button hole right there that you can see. the reset button on it, probably about just like your computers and everything of today. I have to reset it occasionally, probably every 4 or 5 weeks. It may get stuck with the internet or whatever, and I'll have to hit reset. It resets in about 30-40 seconds, and it's off and running. So no big deal. So this is generally what the menu looks like. You have your home screen, your feeds, which I don't have any.
A new way to get to the good stuff quickly.
So that's new. Let's see here. You got movies you can buy, TV shows you can buy, you've got news, there's your search, and then you've got your channel store. A lot of the apps on here are free. Some of them are good, some of them not so good, you know, but that's not on Roku, that's the supplier. So, you know, overall though, I mean, you know what? If it's free and it's not so good, so what? You know, because there's a lot of good stuff on here. My favorite apps on here, of course, are Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, YouTube, and Vudu. Everybody, I think, out there knows the Netflix, Amazon, Hulu. I actually do all three. You know, I don't spend a whole lot per year doing that compared to what I was doing, to be quite honest, and I get tons of entertainment out of it. The Vudu ties into your Ultraviolet account and allows you to save your movies over on it. Matter of fact, I'll click on it real quick here and just show you guys. So you actually set up your account. If you're not going to buy movies and stuff from them, it doesn't really cost you anything. And if you buy movies at the store and you download, you set up your Ultraviolet account and you download to that, they'll come right over on here. You can tie the two accounts together. So you can see there's my some of my movies I've got on here. I don't have them all on here yet, but this is my wish list. A lot of World War II stuff, as you can tell. I love, you know, watching World War II stuff. So let me go back to the home screen. I'll be honest with you, I don't have a ton of apps in here. As you can see as I scroll through, I don't have a ton. The ones I use the most are, to be honest, is the Spotify. I'm actually getting ready to join Acorn TV, and I'll explain why in a little while. Spotify, Amazon, Pandora. Pandora is you've got to have the pay Pandora account, which I don't, so I just have the free account, so I can't really use the app, and I've just not removed it off of here. But the Spotify works good. Amazon Music I do have because I'm an Amazon Prime member, and then my YouTube, Vudu, Hulu, Amazon, and Netflix. And my favorite app of all is obviously the YouTube for watching videos, but my Netflix, I couldn't live without. So in a nutshell, that's my Roku. I've had it for about, like I said, about 1.5 years. I absolutely love it. It has totally changed the way I watch television, the way I watch movies. It honestly, you know, with some of the things I've gone through in life, I give it to the people at Roku. They're keeping me a little bit sane, because it's how, you know, between reading, I like to read to relax, and I like to watch shows to relax. It's opened up a whole new world of television to me, because I found these TV shows and movies from the UK, and I had no idea that UK television and movies were so fantastic. I've absolutely fallen in love with some of the shows, and a couple of them I've just got to tell you I'm just addicted to. On TV shows, I've watched, you know, the whole series a couple times through, and I continue now to pick and watch episodes over and over that I love. You know, one of them's Midsummer Murders, which is still on in the UK, and I continue to watch that. I'm just absolutely addicted to it. Love the show. One of them's Doc Martin, I think one of the funniest, greatest shows I've ever seen in my life is Doc Martin. Love the show. I don't think it's on anymore, which is just a tragedy for me. It really is. But a lot of really good, those are just a couple of my favorite, a lot of really good shows from around the world. So it's totally changed the way I view television. And it will you, and it puts some greenbacks back into my wallet, you know, so or it keeps them there. So I can appreciate that, and so can everybody out there. So, like I said, really good job, well done. People at Roku, great product, works great. I really have nothing wrong to say and have zero complaints about the product. It's awesome. So anyway, and there's plenty of apps in there. Like I say, you've got the main ones. If you're just into the TV piece of it, you've got the main ones. I'm adding Crackle because or Acorn. I'm sorry, I'm adding Acorn to mine because it's got a lot of the British shows that I watch, and it's got the episodes hit there quicker than maybe Netflix and some of them. So I'm gonna join that one. But anyhow, go out. I would not be bashful at all with saying I would do this over and over and over and over again. So to the next time, be safe out there. Tune into the videos. Like I said, we're back on course, 1 to 2 a week. And be safe out there and take care. Thanks for watching.